Welcome to our sailboat Tigerlily. This is Colby, I'm Mariah, and these are our two cats, Namiria and Took. We're headed to California to prep for our adventures in Mexico. We hope you follow along and enjoy.
Alright, we are docked in Florence, which is a nice, actually, little harbor. A nice little town. So, get out of the wind and waves. And I know, I just looked back on the videos that I recorded while out there, and it does not look nearly...
No, I said that it was gonna look puny,
yeah.
and it does.
It looks calm out there, and I can tell you
it was less than calm.
It was not that at all. It was real bad. So at least you know, everyone has their own spectrum, I guess, of weather that they're willing to tolerate. That one was a little bit beyond mine. If especially if I had the option to come in. If I didn't have the option to come in, of course I could have roughed through it. But
well, I mean, we would have had to.
We would have had. There's no other choice. But if I have a choice, I'll wait for a better window. But I mean, just a little bit of proof, because this hasn't happened yet on our whole voyage. We had a can fall out of its place and get launched across the cabin, and it dented, which means that we can't keep this for very long. And it just so happens to be corn. Well, I don't like throwing away stuff, so I'm gonna use a whole bunch of stuff in order to use this one thing. I'm gonna make whole corn kernel cornbread.
Whole kernel cornbread.
I'm gonna make whole kernel cornbread.
Whole cornbread. You say that. Every way you say it sounds weird.
I'm using whole corn
to make cornbread.
To make cornbread.
Yeah.
Kernel corn. Cornbread kernel corn.
You'll have to say whole kernel.
Okay, corn. I'm making cornbread with corn.
Just redo that whole sentence.
Well, we got this fucked up can. This can got... I can't do it.
Hold on. Okay, sorry, I'm sorry. Okay.
So I'm going to make cornbread with, like, actual corn. I guess it's an actual thing. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Do you mind?
This is like the fourth.
Whole corn kernel cornbread. Alright, cornbread is done all the way through and smells really good. We'll see if it tastes good. I got the pizza in the oven. It's kind of getting hot in here. I might have to open a hatch. But yeah, cooking and baking day on sailing vessel Tigerlily. back home. After our little shopping spree.
Now we're going to go take showers.
Of course, we say shopping spree, but we got like maybe what, 2 or 3 things?
Like 4 things.
Whatever.
You know what? It's our shopping spree.
Yeah, we're allowed to treat ourselves every once in a while.
Yeah, and guess what? I got new tarot cards.
Tarot cards.
So excited.
And she got the
And I got a rolling tray.
rolling tray.
And I got a new water bottle sticker.
Here,
Oh,
let
here.
me do the whole thing. Row, row, row your boat the fuck away from me.
Truly. And that's just how I feel.
What time is it? Is it just past noon, like 1 o'clock? Somewhere around there. We're gonna go take some showers.
It is 1:30.
I haven't taken a shower since Westport.
Yeah.
So I think it's time for me to take a shower. Good. Well, I guess it's afternoon. Noon? It's afternoon now. Sunday afternoon, and I went and ran some errands today. Mariah's been busy editing videos, and I did my resting kind of yesterday. We did our shopping yesterday. Well, not shopping, but you know, sightseeing a little bit yesterday, and today I did my shopping. I had a few errands to go run, so I'll walk you through what I got. So one thing I totally misunderestimated that should have been mandatory on my list of things to get before we left were thermals. Because, you know, during the day when the sun, even if it's cloudy and you're in your rain gear, it's okay and warm. But I need to get thermals for both me and Mariah. At least thermal pants are the most, because you can layer up on shirts. But I got a thermal top also. So that was a pretty important one. Let's see, we ran out of mac and cheese, which we seem to like after having to do overnighters because it's super easy and it's mac and cheese. Who doesn't like mac and cheese? And of course, more Cokes and cheese for pizza. What? Oh, no hot dogs. Well, it looks like I'll walk to Safeway again. And see, I went to the hardware store and got a new pressure valve for the hot water tank, so I can install that, and I got adapters to get a hose so I can run it directly into the bilge instead of it dripping over everything on its way down to the bilge. So I'll install that maybe today, or maybe I'll make it tomorrow's project since we're going to be here all day tomorrow anyway. So I got that. And lastly, while I was in Westport, I did an oil change, which is great, but they did not have any of the filters I needed to restock. So I got oil and fuel filters along with a spare belt, just in case, because that was like on my mind of things that like I should have. Kind of, it scares me if I don't, because if you have an issue, I mean, I'm sure I'd be able to figure something out, but it's nice to have the part on hand. And then I got one more thing that I've been wanting to get for a while. I mean, a mirror so I can see around the engine a little bit more. But also, I don't know if you recognize this, but this is for, it's a feeler gauge, so I can do a valve adjustment on the engine, which, depending on how long we're stuck in Crescent City, I may do that in Crescent City. Ryan and I just went and paid for another 2 nights here, so we can leave on Tuesday morning. And I'm just trying to get some projects done. And one of my projects was to clean the prop so we can gain just a little bit more speed when motoring. It's on my list for a while, and I was gonna do it here. Usually I'll jump in the water and do it. The currents here are pretty bad, or pretty strong, and it's pretty murky water. I mean, I'd be fine. I don't want to, basically. So I J-rigged a boat pole with a piece of wood in the end to kind of knock off some of the barnacles. And the reason I'm using wood instead of like a scraper is because I put a prop speed coating on there, and I don't want to scratch it off, because why? The wood gets there. It's maybe a little bit tougher, but it gets there. So anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. think I got it all, at least as well as I can without actually getting down there. So maybe when I'm in Crescent City and we're anchored, I'll probably jump in and if the water's clear enough, and get in there and check it, because I would like to also it's probably due to change the prop zinc, which I can do in the water, and it'd be nice to just check the rest of the hull, clean it off a little bit, but I can do that when they're anchored, not here where it's in a river and there's a current and there is a ton of boats going way too fast by us. All right, now with the clean prop, maybe we'll gain half to a quarter of a knot, or at least have more power to maintain 5.5 knots. And now that that's done, I'm just gonna clean up all my tools, put everything away. I gotta organize some videos tonight. Mariah's gonna be cooking dinner. No, wait, no, we're going to get chowder.
Yeah, we're going to get clam chowder, and we're going to have margaritas for a memory of Jimmy Buffett, who apparently died on September 1st.
Yeah, which is
sad.
Sad, because Jimmy Buffett, I can't remember if he actually was a cruiser. I mean, I'm sure he's cruised at some point, but he was the guy from Mexico, basically. But at least he was an icon in the cruising community. So we're gonna have a margarita in honor of him. It is Monday, Labor Day, actually. But as seeing as we both don't work, it's kind of a moot point. So we are planning on leaving the dock tomorrow morning. I think around 9:30 a.m. is the plan. And I keep checking weather. I checked weather this morning and it looked okay. I'm gonna check weather tonight again, download the latest stuff on Time Zero, latest weather updates on Time Zero, check Windy, check all the apps to try and figure out what the best time. So what I do know is that it's gonna, when we leave here, up here should, knock on wood, be okay, but down south off, what is that, Point Oxford? No, what is that called? Near Gold Beach, right, just above Crescent City, is kind of shitty when we leave here. But what it's looking like is that Wednesday is looking really nice, but it only lasts one day. So my thought is we can leave here tomorrow, and by the time we get to where the weather might be shitty, it should be dying down, because it dies down around midnight. So that means that we want to be at that point around midnight. So that's the plan, at least. Mariah's prepping lunches and dinners for our days out there, so we don't have to cook at all, which is very nice, because it's not fun to cook the first night out there, especially if you're not feeling too hot. And yeah, so today, I mean, there's stuff to do, but I'm trying to keep it kind of chill, because I want to relax as much as possible before we leave here.
I just made a batch of chicken salad for us to eat for lunches, and now I'm making a hash with a bunch of vegetables and potatoes for dinner for tomorrow night, because like Colby said, I think he said in one of his videos that it's just not pleasant to cook on the ocean. So the least amount, especially the first night, so the least amount of cooking that we can do, the better. So yeah, I am just whipping us up a hash right now. So we should have 2 lunches and 1 dinner, which I don't think we should have to cook at all until we get to Crescent City.
We woke up this morning, and the clouds, or the sky, looked nice. The sky looked nice, but I checked the weather report forecast, and it looks okay today, but it looks even better tomorrow and Thursday. So we're gonna wait till tomorrow to leave now. But since we have a nice few days, or another day here of we don't have any errands we need to run, we've been collecting postcards at every port we stopped so far. So we figured the best place is on top of this hatch right here.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to
figure out how to put them up there.
Start kind of making a collage of sorts.
Yeah. Making the boat our own. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. What else? There's not much else going on. Today just might be an actual lazy day, which I'm gonna really appreciate because yesterday I was busy doing stuff. So today I might actually get to like
Not do anything.
just vibe out.
Just vibes.
Just say it again.
Just vibes.
Just vibes. Anyway, yeah. So we'll head to Crescent City tomorrow. That's what we're doing. So we walked through, and the first tent was hummus, which we love hummus. But I went ahead and skipped right past it, and on our way back we stopped by, and he was handing out samples,
And he just kept shoving things in our face, so we got everything.
I almost everything, but I was pretty close to getting everything. It all was so good.
We pretty much bought like one of everything he had. We got yogurt and fig, which amazing. Lemon basil hummus, never heard of it. It tastes fucking great. And then I've had this before, but it's like a Mediterranean bean salad. So good. So that's what we're eating for dinner tonight, I think. We also got pita bread and pita chips. So we have dinner figured out now. As you can see, we are dressed and the motor is on, and we are getting ready to pull out of Florence. We are waiting for the bridge right there to open, and then we are outie until hopefully gonna make it to Crescent City this time. We'll see.
It's gonna be kind of interesting leaving the dock here because, well, we had a neighbor right in front of us, but I think he moved to go pump out, which I'm thankful for, because right now the current's going that way, and it would push us straight forward. I was a little worried about being right in front of him, but we're still gonna try and undock as if he were there, because I want to know that we can do it.
Yeah.
So that's the only weird thing. So like, she's gonna have to put it in reverse as I'm untying, and I'm gonna have to be quick about it, basically. And no tea this morning.
Yeah, no tea. We'll tell you later if it works out this time, why we're no longer having tea on the boat.
Nope, no more tea.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I
Good afternoon. It is about, or it is 1:20 in the afternoon, and Mariah's due to go and watch here in about 40 minutes. And we are just off of Reedsport, kind of in between Reedsport and Coos Bay. And boy, how the conditions have changed since we were out here a few days ago. The water is blue and pretty and blue skies, just blue skies. As you can see.
only one who speaks.